And welcome back. And today, our topic is India internet is really growing and it's in a very, very fast pace, very incredible. And more specifically, is India internet users. The number of users are growing. So I'm planning to release more content like this in the future about India internet growth. So if you would like to receive more of them, don't forget to subscribe and let's dive right in. Yeah, I've been like listening that people talk about India internet is growing, India economic is growing for a few years. I think since past few years, and I do like I did see like some data like suggesting that, but I didn't really feel that. It's like I didn't feel that in my daily life because I didn't like travel to India to see that, and I didn't use India like internet, so I didn't feel that in the daily life. But until recently, it's very interesting. I was like browsing YouTube trending page, and as you know, there are a few categories in YouTube trending page. One is called movie, and then when I click movie, the top two most popular movies are India Bollywood movies. And that's a little bit interesting to me because I live in Canada and the trending page should be like I think it's like calculating uh, the trending videos according to how many people in Canada like those videos. Like if a lot of people like those videos, then they will be shown up on the trending page. And the top two most popular movies in Canada now are the movie trailers are India movies. And I thought it would be like English speaking movies. When I clicked in, those two are like Hindi movie. I think most of the time they speak in Hindi, which I could understand, but I still like watch the whole trailer. It's quite interesting, and it just makes to me to think that how many India internet users are now, because it wasn't like this previously. I never really seen like India trending movies in my YouTube trending page. But I believe if you live in India, you maybe see those kind of India movie trailers on your trending page quite often. But I live in Canada, so it's very interesting to see the India's movie like are most popular here. And not to mention, the English is non-English movie. Okay, so this just made me start to think how fast India internet is growing. So I look into the data. The data suggested that since last 5 years, India internet has been growing 100%. So basically, it's doubled down in 5 years. It's incredible. It's really, really high growth. And the data is in 2015, the India internet saturation rate was 17%, which means only 17% of India population was using the internet. And after 5 years now, the internet saturation rate is 34%. So basically means it doubled down the number of internet users. To give you more context, in 2015, the China internet users in China basically was in 2015 it was 50%, and after 5 years now 2020 it's 53%. So it only increased 3%. But on the contrary, in India it increased 17%. In terms of the number of users, they are similar because the population in China and India basically are very similar. So, you for this context, you know how many India internet users are growing, and it's still growing very fast. If you look at this chart, it's basically exponentially growing, and it's even growing more fast year by year in recent 5 years. That's probably tied with India economic growth. You know the economics growing very fast in recent 5 years, and I do see more and more India internet startups, technology startups showing up recently, like India version of Amazon, India version of Netflix, India version of Instagram, that kind of things. The reason is definitely number of internet users are growing, and the India market maybe a little bit different from the Western market. It's a very diverse market. First of all, there are many over 100 languages are being spoken in India. You may think a lot of people in India speaking English, but actually, if you look at the data, the majority of India people, they don't speak English. They speak their own language. So that's definitely the local adaptation, localization is important. And that's why the Western company, the West internet giants, the US internet giants, may not be able to directly transfer their success from the Western world to India. That's require a lot of adaptation and the culture kind of adaptations as well. And as you may know, in this kind of situation, one kind of persons they have advantage, which is India's local, right? They understand the culture, they understand the languages. So that's why recently there are more and more India startups like showing up, and they're doing their own version of services in India, and they're still getting more and more. So that's a very, very, very intriguing market, and I am planning to do more research on India market as its growth is so significant. The world basically cannot ignore this kind of growth. It's just so fast, probably faster than ever. If you look at this chart, it's actually faster than the internet number of internet users growth in China in early 2000s. It's even faster than that. And majority of the the users in India, I believe, I haven't really looked into the data, but I believe they are mobile phone users. So the market nature may be a little bit different, because in the West, people use the computer first, then adapt to mobile phones. So a lot of people still prefer to use computer laptops more than mobile phones. But in India, I believe a lot of people, maybe like China, the people are just mobile first. The first internet contact was with mobile phones. So they kind of live in mobile phones. They seldom use PCs. That's also what will make the services a little bit different. The services they need a little bit different. So that's interesting. I'm planning to do more videos about India technology, India internet growth. So if you would like to receive more of them, don't forget to subscribe. And other than that, take care, and I will see you next